one of the past lives that I did where Katie pointed to her luggage and I said, I've read an article where she says what she packed in her suitcases from Katie's old blog on withoutacrystalball.com, February 22nd, 2016. 5 must-haves for any long hospital stay. If you have a chronically ill child, you may end up spending quite a bit of time in the hospital. This is a blessing and a curse. Many of the stays will have you feeling both happy and sad. You will be happy because your child is safe and cared for, but sad that you are in the hospital again. I've been through the hospital more than a few times, and I realize there is a lot of information that is never really shared. Parents are patients too. What? Parents are patients too. Okay, Katie. We are also in the hospital with our child. When our kids are babies, it is easier to leave the room. However, as our kids get older, they become more resistant to us leaving. It becomes more and more difficult to get food and your essential needs met. I don't think any parent is really thinking about themselves or having their needs met. I've heard stories where mothers have gone days without even thinking about eating until someone reminds them, or, it's not, they don't even feel hungry. And they're not worried about having a bed or change of clothes or anything because their focus is not on themselves, Katie. They are thinking about their kids, not sitting in the corner making a list of all the things you need to pack in your suitcases, because not just one. I'll link the video down below. I think it was a live. Katie continues. I've put together a list of items that are must-haves for my husband and I when we are in the hospital. 1, have a hospital bag packed. Kids with chronic illness can get sick very quickly, and you will have very little time to act when you are in the midst of a crisis. Having a bag packed and stored in your closet will save you a lot of time running back and forth to the hospital. This has proven helpful for us because we now live 40 minutes from the hospital. In the bag, we have socks, undergarments, basic toiletries, pajamas, extra shirts, and pants. We always bring it with us when we are off to the hospital. It is difficult to be certain when you will be admitted, and this will reduce one level of stress as you care for your child. Number 2, a snack pack. Hospital cafeterias will become tiresome, and they aren't always open when you are hungry. Not only that, they are very expensive. Most children's hospital rooms will include a small refrigerator that you can use as a family member. Most floors will also have a lunchroom that have microwaves, refrigerators, and freezers. Having a snack pack full of quick, easy snacks, microwavable foods will save you in a pinch. Emergencies can happen in an instant in the hospital, and they do not always cooperate with cafeteria hours. What? What does that mean? Who's having a crisis and trying to find food? And why are you even trying to find food in a crisis? Obviously, it's your son having the crisis, or is the crisis you not being able to try and find food? What the hell, Katie? More than a few times, we found ourselves at the end of the crisis completely exhausted and with no access to food. If your friends want to help you, the best thing to ask for is a care package that includes easy boxed foods, dried or fresh fruits, and microwavable meals. You will ensure your belly is never empty while trying to care for your child. Jesus. I never even knew there was a lunchroom. Like, who thinks about this? Extended family, yes, not the mother. Number 3, extra phone chargers. Hospitals are dungeons of thick concrete walls that have a ton of technology running through the building. You will find yourself stuck in electronic vortexes where you will run your phone battery into the ground. Having access to your phone or tablet will be a critical way for you to stay connected with friends and family while you're in the hospital. Make sure you pack an extra phone charger. It can make communication impossible when your phone goes dead. Really? You think so? Not to mention, you will have hours to burn sitting by your child's bed. Phones, tablets can provide you hours of entertainment as you sit with your child as they recover. Maybe a battery pack would be better. and all these phone chargers. Just take a battery pack and your phone charge, and Bob's your uncle. Number 4. This is my favorite because this is what they are taking in their suitcase every time they go to the hospital. Who thinks about this? Number 4, an inflatable bed. Your child will have a nice bed that is soft and full of nice blankets. You will be stuck with a small couch that is hard as rock. If you are married or have a spouse, forget about the two of you fitting on it together. One of you will be relegated to the small chair that folds in to a makeshift bed. Neither of these sleeping devices will render you a decent night's sleep. The best thing we did was invest in a blow-up bed. They aren't even that expensive. Ours was less than $40, and it came with the pump. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? A blow-up bed without the pump? What? No. And it came with the pump. Most children's hospital rooms will be large enough to squeeze one of the beds on the floor. Don't forget to pack an extra set of sheets and some pillows. The sheets and blankets provided to parents will be thin and will provide you no warmth. We also pack small throw blankets in our suitcase when we have a long stay. Number 5, flip-flops and slippers. These are essential. Hospital floors are very, very cold. Why don't you have socks and just use your socks? But what are you doing walking around? You should just be staying with your son. Floors are very, very cold. You will want something to provide you a barrier between your feet and the floor. They are also not the most sterile places, so having your feet protected will save you from any bacteria floating on the floors. Who is even thinking about showering? How dirty are you that you need a shower? From doing nothing but sitting next to your child. We found ourselves taking showers together. We found ourselves taking showers in public showers. Shit. We found ourselves taking showers in public showers at the end of wards. And while they appear clean, the best place to pick up a plantar wart or athlete's foot is at a public shower. The hospital floors are super cold at night, and having a pair of slippers as you run to the bathroom will save you a ton of time in digging for your socks. She concludes, if you follow these simple instructions, your stay should be a little more comfortable. It's never fun to be in the hospital, but we've found ways to make it tolerable. I hope you are able to find use in the information. The information that you didn't provide when you listed 1 to 5. Who's pumping up the inflatable bed? Would it be you, Katie, or Toad? And do you blow it up enough? Because do you have patience to sit there? And yeah, Katie, I reckon Toad would do it, and you just sit back in the chair.